And welcome back to the Financially Simple Experience. Today, let's talk about vision. Yeah, I'm not talking about the way you see out of your eyes. If you're like me, the older we get, the worse we can see. I've been going to the doctor and they're like, hey, Justin, you're going blind. I'm like, great, thanks. No, seriously, I want to get rid of the glasses and actually go to contacts, but I can't yet. My eyes have a certain stigma or something, and they're like, no, you can't do that yet. I'm not talking about that vision, the vision to see. I'm talking about where are you going in your business? And if you really don't know where you want to go, then there's no way that an employee or a manager is going to be able to come in and take the business in a direction that you're going to be satisfied with. So perhaps the reason why we don't let go is because we don't know where we're going. It would have been, it's almost a recipe for disaster, candidly speaking. Max Dupree, Herman Miller CEO, made this statement, which is amazing to me. He says, management has to do a lot with answers. Leadership is a function of questions. And the first question for a leader is always, what do we intend to be? Not, what are we going to do? So with that in mind, let's talk about vision. I know in your head, you kind of have an inkling of what you would want to see. You know, we talk about it at the beginning of the year. We say, what do we want to accomplish this year? We set goals out, or we have dreams, whatever your term is. We have this picture. Maybe it is, like I often say, to be able to work when I want to. Maybe it is to reach financial independence. Maybe it is to reduce your stress. Maybe it is so you can accomplish something monumental that you believe that God has created for you to do. But you have some idea that you want to do in your life. You may not be able to articulate it very well, but you kind of know it's there. So how do we inspire to actually accomplish a vision whenever we're a little fuzzy? The first thing is we have to define it. We have to define our vision. If we don't fully understand what we want to accomplish or what we're trying to do, then no one else is going to understand. It's not a checklist. It's not a checklist. You're not trying to go and say, hey, I want to accomplish 1, 2, 3, 4 in this area. No, it's more about purpose. It's more about purpose.
None of us are immune to the stresses that come with owning a business. At some point, we've all considered hanging it up and selling. But is your business prepared for a sale? Heritage Business Advisors can help you maximize your business's value through targeted value growth and exit planning. To learn more, visit heritagebusinessadvisors.com.
As we're looking at our purpose in life, we can ask questions like, is it even possible to accomplish our purpose? You know, one of my things in life I often joke about is I often say I want to be sponsored by a publicly traded pizza chain. I often mention Papa John's Pizza Inn or Pizza Hut. Not opposed to a Jets or a Little Caesars or anything else, but often joke saying, hey, I want to be a spokesperson for them. Yeah, that's kind of, tongue in cheek. Candidly, I want to impact thousands of business owners and let them know that you can achieve your dreams. I want to do that from a stage. I love talking on stages, and I'm an introvert. I get it, but I love getting in front of people and just having fun presenting. That is, to me, a fascinating thing. I don't know why in my brain it makes sense to me that I can get in front of 10,000 people and do that, but yet when I'm one-on-one with persons, I'm a little nervous. That doesn't make any sense, but I have this purpose that I want to drive maximum impact in people's lives. So is it possible? Yeah. Could my team help me get there? Well, yeah. Could I define the various roles that everybody in the team could have in doing that? Well, yeah, I could. So I could take what my ultimate dream is and kind of break it down to say, is it even possible? Yes, I could. Could I break it down to every team member? Yes, I could. I could say, here's how everybody's activities works to help me reach that goal. But if we're going to accomplish that, after we clearly have an idea on what we want to achieve, then we have to be inspiring. I kind of take that in my own life. I want to inspire you that you can reach your goals. You can. I often say this to my friends, and I'll come up with these big BHAG, if we're going to use Jim Collins' notes, big, hairy, audacious goals. But I come up with these crazy ideas. And I'll tell my wife, and she'll say, why? But are you sure? And I'll say, well, if they could do this, then I could do that. And I always relate myself to people are paid to be the lifeguard at an Olympic swimming event, right? I mean, there are people that are paid to do crazy things. If somebody can become a multi-millionaire by doing flips on a trampoline, then surely I can accomplish my goal. So I want to inspire those around me that, hey, this is worthwhile for me, while simultaneously what you're trying to achieve is worthwhile for you. So as we're trying to create impact, as we're trying to cast a vision, then we've got to remember to inspire people. Zig Ziglar is one of my heroes. I think I could drink Zig Ziglar all day long, talking metaphorically about his content. Help others get everything they want out of life and you'll achieve it yourself. Now, he said it multiple different ways, but that's the ultimate flow. If you can inspire people to be the greatest thing that God has created them to be, then friends, you will achieve your goals. So be inspiring as you cast your vision. And then you got to follow up consistently. One of the things I've learned in business is I'll say something with my personality, I dump it out of my head, and then I walk away expecting it to get done. I'm not a very good manager. I'm a very good technician and a decent entrepreneur and a lousy manager. If I'm using Michael Gerber, I've quoted his book a couple of times called The E-Myth. Not a good manager because I'll say something and expect it to get done and move on. My wife, oh my goodness, she's an excellent manager. She manages our home and our children very well. Our team here, we have a great managers as each department heads. But as business owners, we've got to create a follow-up program. We've got to create consistency in the vision. You actually have to make it part of your daily culture. Let me ask you some rhetorical questions here, though. As you're driving down the road, as you're listening to me, as you're exercising, hopefully you're not doing it while you're getting ready to go to sleep because then you'll have nightmares. But have you crystal clearly defined what it is you're trying to accomplish with your business? Have you? Most of us don't think that way. So my challenge to you, number one, is what is it that you are meant to do with the business you have? That's number one. Number two, how are you inspiring others, especially those around you, whether it's customers, employees, vendors, whoever? How are you inspiring them to catch your vision while simultaneously allowing them to accomplish their own vision? How are you doing that? And then thirdly, are you consistently speaking life into this vision that you have for your company? Friends, if we can accomplish those three things, then where we go from here in our business becomes super easy. Everything else is academic. It's only what you as the business owner have in your head. It's what you have in your heart. It's what you started or bought this business for. So there's something there that only you have that the rest of the world needs to know about. And we need to inspire them with that vision. So friends, I realize life is hard and life is good and life is great and it's an outstanding day to be alive. But life can be frustrating. It doesn't have to be, especially money. We're going to continue to make our lives at least financially simple. Hey, y'all go out and make it a great day. This tip is for informational purposes only. Please speak with a competent financial advisor regarding your specific needs. Justin Goodbread is a registered investment advisor with Heritage Investors. Visit heritageinvestor.com, financiallysimple.com for additional information.